Hi, in this video I am going to do a quick review on the Sumpple Wi-Fi camera model S631. It is a bullet type of camera, so that means it's fixed. There's no panning or zooming. It is HD 720p, 1280 by 720. It is wireless. Here's the box. It's relatively simple to install. It comes with a couple screws and a plug, antenna, network cable, and a bracket. You just screw the bracket into the wall, and then you screw the camera onto the bracket, and you plug it in. And then over here is a list of all the features. So I already installed the camera, so I'm going to go right up here to the front door. So as you can see, right on top over there are just 3 screws. You just screw that in to anywhere you want. In the back is an antenna, so it could connect wirelessly to anywhere. It's got a sunshade on top, which is adjustable to prevent any glare being in the camera. On the top you can see the bracket that connects to that camera. It can actually go on the bottom or top depending on how you're mounting it. There's a plug, piece on the bottom part, but you could screw it in either side. Then the cable comes out and it goes into my house where it's plugged into an outlet. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to use the app, the Sumpple app, and then I'm going to show you how to control the camera from the computer using a web browser, and then I'm going to show you some footage of the camera. For the video, I'm going to show you how to use the Sumpple app. First, you go to the Google Play Store, type in Sumpple IP Cam, and you should be able to find the app. And then once you download it, click it. And first thing you have to do is you're going to have to create an account, create a username and password, and then log in. Then in order to add a camera, you will have to go on the bottom of the screen and select on the bottom where it says Add Camera. Once you click Add Camera, it'll show you lists of the current options that Sumpple makes, and then you choose your model. This review is on the S631, and then it gives you 2 options of either doing cable connection, which is the recommended way. You plug it into your router, or you can do the wireless connection. If you do the wireless connection, it shows you how to do it. You connect the power adapter, install the antenna, tells you to reset the camera just in case, and then follow the instructions. Click next, then you scan the QR code. The QR code could be found on the actual camera. So I'll go like this, and I'll show you how you allow to do it. So I am going to go back now, since I already installed the camera. So I'm going to skip that step. So over here you could click on the live video button on the bottom of the screen, and it'll show you the cameras that I currently have installed. Right now I have my front door camera, so if I click that, I'll pull up a live view of my front door. Right now it is nighttime, so it's got the night vision on, and that's why you got the black and white image. If you click snapshot, it'll take a picture of the current screen outside. If you click record, it will videotape what is going on. Then if you press record again, it'll stop recording the video. If you notice the small arrows, it tells you, oh, you could go to album. You could click front door, and you can see all the photos that I took. Here's a photo from during the day, and here's a night shot. And then if you press the back button, you could go to video records, and you select the camera, and then you can press play. So here's a shot from during the day. Then here's a shot from at night. If you click on the left over here, you can see the button which says HD. If you tap that, it'll give you an option of what kind of video you want. You could choose HD, standard, fluent, or auto. In order to, that's basically going to translate to how much data you're using. So if you're trying to stream a HD video, it might be choppy if your internet's not as good. So you might want to use standard or fluent or auto to select based on your bandwidth. In the center over here, you can see the current IP address. If you are away from home, it will automatically switch to your remote IP address, your public IP address. So there's no need to set up port forwarding in your router. Unless you want to use a third-party app, etc., then you would need to set up port forwarding. But if you want to use just a Sumpple app, then it'll work simple setup, nothing else. If you click on the top right, the settings button, over here you have multiple options. You can name the camera. This is very useful if you got multiple cameras. You could change the password on the camera, which I highly recommend. You do not want to use the default password. Over here you can set up the Wi-Fi. Get your own Wi-Fi, please, is the name of my Wi-Fi. And then underneath you click video settings. Over here you got the video orientation. This is very helpful because it has the options of normal, flip mirror, or flip mirror. That basically if you have to mount the camera in a weird angle, so you're not going to have to twist your head every time you view the video, but instead you just do it once here and it'll fit perfectly. And then over here you got the video orientation. You could choose indoor 50 Hz or 60 Hz or outdoor. 50 Hz and 60 Hz has to do with what country you're in. In North America you would use 60 Hz. Or if it's outdoors, you select the outdoor one. Underneath is the daytime settings. Over here you can set that. No explanation really needed. Over here is the detection sense. Over here you can choose motion detection, off, low, medium, or high. And then since this camera doesn't come with a memory card, so you got two options. Either it could just notify you in the app, or it could also send to email. Over here I have an option that it sends to email, and when I get an email I get 6 pictures of whatever motion it saw during that time. Over here is reset and reboot. I'm not going to do that right now. And firmware update, it shows you if you're currently up to date, and it could update it if you're on an old firmware. Over here is the email settings. You can choose your email account and password and set it up. If you're using Gmail, it doesn't use the new OAuth 2 authentication, and therefore in your Google settings you're going to have to go to the settings and allow low-level security apps if you want to use the email notifications. I'm gonna click back, and over here you could click account, and over here you could change your account, password, etc. Log out. Then it's got a help center with frequently asked questions, quick installation guide, app version, and about us. And it's nice, it's got a contact us right here, showing you the website and email support, and you can even do direct feedback from within the app. So that is how to use the app to access the model S631, or for that matter really any Sumpple camera. And next thing I'm going to do is show you how to use the web browser. Hi, in this part of the video I'm going to show you how to use the web UI for the Sumpple camera. It's recommended to use Internet Explorer because that allows ActiveX controls to run in the background, which Chrome and Firefox and other browsers don't allow you to do it. If you use Chrome, you can still control many of the camera features, but not all of them. So to control it, first you gotta put in the IP address. You can use the software that comes on in the CD for the camera to find your IP address, or you can just go to your router and look for attached devices and find it. Once you found it, you gotta put in the admin and password. It shows you what that is in the settings, and you can change that once you want. So once you're logged in, you can see the camera. Right now I got the night vision on, and you can see the camera over here. You got an option to do one box or 4 or more, depending on how many cameras you got connected. Over here you can change the on-screen display. You can choose the color that will show over here and over here. The frequency is outdoor. You could change it to 60 Hz if it's indoors in North America, or 50 Hz for other places. You can mirror or flip the image depending on how you mounted the camera. Over here is a button to control the brightness, the contrast, the hue, and the saturation. On the bottom is to play the video, which it's doing right now. Then over here is the stop. Over here is a button to take a picture. If you take a picture, it opens up in a new tab. Then it gives you the option of clicking over here to save it, and then you choose where you want it to save on your computer. You can do a similar option to take a video, and here's to clear an alarm. If you go to over here, that's not going to play because you don't have a memory card on this camera. If you click the settings button over here, you can go to setup users permission. You can set the admin, you can set up to 10 users, and you can control the level that they get. Over here's multi-device settings, which I don't use because I only have one camera connected right now. Over here you can set the date and the time. Over here you could go through the other settings, the IP, the wireless settings, etc. The FTP settings, if you have a server, so you can upload pictures. If here you could change the resolution of the picture, the frame rate, the bit rate, in order to not use up too much bandwidth, but still get a clear shot. The IR control is a nice feature. Right now it's on auto, that it automatically turns on, that you get night vision at night, but you could also turn it off if you want. If you want to use that's your own IR lights, or you have floodlights on motion sensors. Over here is the alarm settings, that's motion detection. You can choose the area over here where you want it to alert. So for example right here I got just the bottom part because I don't want the alerts to send an alert every time car drives by in the street here. So I could try to move the camera to not include that area, but it's much easier to just select an area. So this option is only available in Internet Explorer. If you go to Chrome, you're not going to see these options. Over here you could turn on and off motion detection, and you could change the sensitivity level, and you could change the alarm duration, and you could create a schedule and even choose the day and the hours that it's active. So if you don't want motion detection at night, but or during the day you don't want it, you don't get it at night, you could choose exactly how you do it. So you could linkage with alarm. That means that when it detects the motion, what does it do with that picture? So it can send you an email. So right now I have it set that it sends me an email. I get 6 pictures when it detects motion over a course of time. So instead of sending me a short video, it just has 6 images. It's real easy to see in my email. You could also do an FTP upload if you have a server where you wanted to upload for later safekeeping. If here's record local settings, this is not going to work because there's no SD card in this camera. And over here you could go to system, you could go to log and other stuff to control. So that's how to use the web UI. Now I'm going to show you a couple videos of showing the camera in action.